What's good? What's good? What's good, beautiful people? This is your guy, Tone DeShields II from Chalk It Up Sports, where no matter if we win or if we lose, we just got to charge it to the game. Make sure you guys smash that like button. I'm really grateful to be here with you guys for another episode of Chalk It Up Sports Daily, where I'm coming at you guys Monday through Friday at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. Happy Monday to y'all, man. I know some of you guys might be on your lunch break. Some of you guys might be coming off your lunch break. Some of you guys might be in class. Some of you guys might be trying to listen to the professor in one ear and then in the earbud in the other ear, and you trying to juggle both sides of the ball. But listen, I got you guys. I'm gonna hold it down, and I'm grateful for you guys being here. And I really appreciate y'all for being here and locking in on the content, man. It means a lot to me, and I'm never going to take that for granted, man. You guys are truly the food. You guys are truly the juice in this engine. You feel what I'm saying? Understand your power. Understand what you mean to the content creators. Don't let any content creator fool you. They need you guys. It's just the fact of the matter. We need you guys to continue to watch this content. We need you guys to take the time out your days and lock in on us. At the end of the day, you know, just as much as you guys are supporters of ours, we need to be supporters of you guys. And that's pretty much what it is, man. Like I said, don't let any of these other content creators get it twisted, man. And look, I'm not talking about nobody specific. This ain't that at all. But I just want you guys to understand that you have a role in all this. No matter who tells you anything else, your role matters. You hitting that like button matters. You being a subscriber to the channel matters. You commenting below, it matters. You know what I'm saying? You watching and sharing and you guys interacting in the live chat, all that stuff matters, right? So we're going to continue to move that way. And I'm never going to let you guys think any otherwise, man. We're here to build people up and not break people down on this channel. So understand your power, understand what you mean to me, understand what you mean to the whole stratosphere, the whole atmosphere of this content creation game, and we're gonna continue to ball out and it's straight like that. But man, so much trash is being spoken about the Philadelphia Eagles, man, ever since we've been making all these moves in the offseason, and it's really strange. People have what you call revisionist history. And we're going to get into that. But I want to do some quick shout outs, man. I appreciate you guys. Shout out to your local football lover. He clearly is a Cowboys fan. Shout out to Weezy, the Dreaded Eagle, my guy. Shout out to the GOAT Michi. Who else? Shout out to my man Drew Johnson. What's going on, my guy? Shout out to Ryan Rowe. Y'all in the building. I really appreciate y'all, man. Really appreciate y'all. Y'all getting started early, man. I love it. We got 10 people in the live stream. Thank y'all so much. We getting started early. We getting it popping and spicy early. I love it. I love it. I love it. Make yourselves known. Don't be shy. I don't care if you're an Eagles fan, a Cowboys fan, a Giants fan, a Commanders fan, or any other fan. Make yourself known. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, this is a safe space for like minds, for sports lovers to go at each other and do it respectfully, of course. But overall, like I said, man, this has just been a really interesting offseason for the Philadelphia Eagles because people are talking sideways out their mouth about the Eagles, man, and it's crazy. It's crazy, and it's really the Cowboys content creators, man. It's really the Giant content creators and the Washington Commander content creators. It's all those guys, man. It's all the rival teams. They got what you call revisionist history. They're right now they're saying guys like, oh yeah, like these guys don't have elite traits, or they're saying things like, oh, James Bradberry, he's washed. Like, it's just these things they say about Philadelphia Eagles players, and it's like, wow, y'all was just campaigning for your team to sign this guy, but now that he's an Eagle, all of a sudden he lacks talent. All of a sudden he's falling off a cliff. I get it though. I get it. You guys are on the decline and we're on the incline. I totally get it. And that's what happens when you're falling to the bottom. That's what happens when you have a fall from grace. You tend to lash out. You tend to say things that's unrealistic. You tend to look in the mirror and not like what you see. And I totally understand what it's like to not love what you see when you look in the mirror. I've had self-doubt. I've had self-hate at one point. I get it. But it's important to love yourself even through the trials and tribulations, Kyle. Listen, even though what you see in that mirror may not be pretty, Hey, listen, at least you get to play the Eagles twice a year. And that's all that matters, right? You get to be in the lights of greatness twice a year. And it's all right. But look, I'm going to be realistic about this. Cowboys fans have owned the Philadelphia Eagles, most particularly last season. And we have struggled with beating the Cowboys. That is the reality. That is the reality. I'm not going to act like I don't know what's going on out here. The reality is the Eagles have not beaten the Cowboys the last 3 times. That is a fact. But actually, we haven't beaten them the last 4 times. If I'm not mistaken, let me just make sure I'm right in what I'm saying. Let me just make sure. So, all right. Cowboys won. Okay. So, they beat us the last 3 times. Okay. So, that is what it is, right? But the bottom line is we're living in the present. We're living in today. And yes, you may have the better quarterback at the moment, but the rest of the roster, it doesn't really compare. And look, at the end of the day, guys got to lace it up. Guys got to lace it up at the end of the day. They got to strap up, lace up, and they got to put them pads on at the end of the day. We're gonna find out. We're gonna find out come September. We're gonna find out. But one thing I do love, one thing I am excited about, I'm excited about our roster, man. And you got some people trying to compare it to the dream team of 2011, the infamous dream team, so coined by Vince Young. I don't want to ever hear people compare the dream team of 2011 to what's going on in 2022. There's no comparison. And let me explain. Let me give you some details. Now, let's go down the list of players for the so-called dream team. They brought in Vince Young, a guy clearly that was on the decline, right? They brought in Nnamdi Asomugha, a 30-year-old who lost a step. Jason Babin, who was 31 years old, had a pretty good season, but he was on his 5th team in the past 6 years. Then you brought in Ronnie Brown at running back, who was 30 years old, coming off his worst season. Then you brought in Jenkins, who was 30 years old at the time, and played 7 seasons in Green Bay without making the Pro Bowl at all. And then you brought in Lee. Who was 30, and his numbers had dropped for 4 straight years. Then you brought in Smith, who was 25 at the time with the Giants and only had 1 good season. Steve Smith, the wide receiver. Then you brought in Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie, who was 25 and had a pretty good year. You know, he was a part of that, that deal to get rid of Kevin Cobb, and he had a pretty good time in Philly. And then you brought in Mathis, 31-year-old offensive lineman, who didn't really cost as much to bring him in, and he had a pretty good stint with the Philadelphia Eagles when he was here. But overall, let's put it in perspective. We brought in at that time in 2011, we brought in a bunch of aged guys, a bunch of guys that were older, falling off a cliff, versus guys right now who are just entering their primes, right? And then on top of that, when you think about what happened in 2011, which was the last NFL lockout, teams weren't able to sign guys right away. Teams weren't able to sign guys in that offseason up until July 28th, and that's when the Philadelphia Eagles started their spending spree. And that's when they brought in guys like like I said, Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie, then Asomugha and Babin and Lee and Young. They brought in all these different guys, right? And those guys, let's be totally honest about it. They had no OTAs, barely any mini camps. They had to jump right into the preseason. Basically, from when they was first signed, they had to start playing regular season games 39 days later. Think about it from that perspective. So you bring in a bunch of aged guys who are pretty much on their last leg, guys who really who've lost a step, and on top of that, you bring them in with a new coaching staff without a full off season for them to get acclimated to everything. It was a recipe for disaster. It was the worst way to spend money in one of the worst eras in the Eagles' history. But you think about what we got going on now. A.J. Brown, who's 24. Hassan Reddick, who's 27. Nakobe Dean, 21. Jordan Davis, 22. Zach Pascal, 27. Kyron Johnson, 23. James Bradberry, 28. Kaiser White, 26. Cam Jurgens, 22. Grant Calcaterra, 23. The oldest guy we brought in was 28. The oldest guy we brought in was 28. And at corner, he's a cornerback, a lofty veteran who's been consistent his entire career for the most part. So when you think about it from that perspective, how can you be upset with what the Eagles have done? How can you hate on it? How can you compare this to the dream team? This team is far more balanced. The decisions to bring these players in is far more calculated than what happened in 2011. There's absolutely no comparison. Now look, every guy doesn't pan out. That's just the reality. Every player doesn't pan out. You can't expect every signing to work out for you. But what we did was we bet on guys who are proven. We bet on guys who have a consistent build of success and production. And that's something I'm willing to bet on. Hassan Reddick coming off 2 back-to-back double-digit sack seasons. A.J. Brown, had 2 consecutive 1,000-yard seasons. Had a little less than 1,000 last year because he missed like 4 games, but still was on pace to crush his rookie season numbers and second season numbers. Then you bring in Kaiser White, a guy who has nothing but upside, who is entering his prime at the linebacker position, and who the Los Angeles Chargers really deemed as a guy they really wanted to keep, but couldn't really, but had too much talent, so he was the odd man out. Chargers fans were kind of upset that they lost him. That's just the reality. But then you got young guys that you brought in, Nakobe Dean, Jordan Davis, coming off of a championship defense, 2 of the best players on their championship defense, arguably. Nakobe Dean, without a doubt, was the best player on the best defense in college football. That's a fact. You think about the nuances to the additions. It all makes sense. There's clear logic behind the moves they made, and none of these moves were hasty. All these moves had pace. They were calculated. They were well thought out. And none of them were forced. And how can we be mad about something like that? How can you hate on success? How can you hate on good business being done in football? But it is what it is. That's a part of the game. Can't do nothing about that. But one thing I do know is this is not the dream team of 2011. It's not. So don't compare it. Don't even put it in the same breath. We are in a new era of the Philadelphia Eagles. And it's something to be excited about. And you all should be excited. Do not let anybody come in your house and try to tell you otherwise. Don't let nobody sit on your porch and try to tell you the Cowboys going to win the NFC East, or the Giants going to the NFC East, or the Commanders are going to win the NFC East. Don't let somebody sit in your presence talking that nonsense. Come on now. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. What's up, Chaos? How you feeling, man? Yeah, you're right. 3 times they beat us, but it's okay. Cowboys going to get theirs. Don't worry about it. Eagles for Life says, what do you think we do at running back if Miles don't work out? You see, it's funny you brought that up, Eagles for Life. It's very interesting because I've thought about this, and I've thought about it a little bit more in depth than I normally have. We all know Howie Roseman loves to pay guys ahead of time. He loves to give. He loves to throw money at guys early so they don't have an opportunity to test the free agent market, right? He's done that with Dallas Goedert. He did that with Jordan Mailata, Josh Sweat. Who else has he done it with? He's done it, the bottom line. I give you guys 3 solid examples. What's stopping Howie Roseman from saying, hey, Miles, we love you here. You're having a very good season thus far. We would love to throw this money your way, give you your security for the rest of the season, so you can play free. You ain't got to worry about trying to play for a contract. We're willing to give you one right now. We're willing to give you a 3-year extension. $18 million, $15 million, $10 million guaranteed. We're willing to give you that security. Why not? So don't be surprised. I know a lot of content creators, I know a lot of media guys have said, there's no real route for Miles Sanders to win in this situation. 9 times out of 10, he won't be an Eagle. And maybe it's true. Maybe he won't be an Eagle in 2023. But here's the thing. Howie Roseman, what's stopping him from paying him early? What's stopping him from trying to get ahead of the curve? Right? It's very plausible. It's possible. And I wouldn't be opposed to it because I'm pretty sure Howie Roseman we'll give him a contract that's obviously team friendly and also is going to be laced with different intricacies and contingencies, and it's going to be incentive based, right? Heavily incentive based because of his health. And Miles Sanders knows that. Here's another nuance. Miles Sanders understands that his health has failed him before in 2 consecutive seasons. If you throw a bag of Miles Sanders, and I'm not saying it's going to be a massive bag, but if you throw a bag of money at Miles Sanders with some security, with some stability, in an organization he loves to play for, why won't he take it? He knows that his health hasn't been the most consistent. He knows that. His representation knows that. His representation wants to get paid too. They're going to say, look, Miles, I get that you want to potentially test the market and see how much money you can get. I get you're having a great season right now, but these past 2 seasons, once you got to this point in the season, your health has failed you. It has. That's the reality of it. I'm not saying it will, but we have to think about your future, your stability. If we can lock you up with a contract right now, get 15 million in the bank, 10 million in the bank, let's do it. And then you re-up. It's a short deal, 3 years. You'll be able to re-up in the next few years. You might get another 3-year deal somewhere else. Take this money now, get your security so you can play free. You ain't got to worry about, oh, damn, like I hurt myself in my final year of my contract. Now I'm not going to get re-signed. Then you'll turn into a journeyman. Get that security now. So what's stopping Howie Roseman from throwing that bag at him right away? It makes sense, right? It makes sense. And I get it. You're right. We don't give big money to running backs. We don't. But if the contract makes sense on both sides and they sign him early, mid-season or whatever, wouldn't that be great for everybody? Because let's be totally honest, Miles Sanders is a productive running back. He's productive. He's averaging 5 yards a carry for his career. That's not easy to do. So I think it's something for us to even. I think it's something to consider. And I know a lot of you guys are really intrigued by the Kennedy Brooks kid. I'm intrigued by him as well, right? But I think it's important to see and realize that Miles Sanders is a productive back. His health has failed. He does need to improve in the passing game. That is a fact. But if Howie Roseman decides to pay him early, would you really be opposed? Would you really be opposed? And then you only brought back Boston Scott on a 1-year deal. Like there's no real money tied up at the running back position right now. You dig what I'm saying? So, and then Kennedy Brooks, let's say you got him in the practice squad. You dig what I'm saying? So it's like you have options, and I totally wouldn't be surprised if Howie Roseman decided to pay him early. But it's not going to be week 1, week 2. It's going to be after about 4 or 5 weeks of consistency. But we'll see what happens. Ultimately, we don't know. It's going to be really interesting to see. What's going on, Anthony Dwayne? Thanks for talking. Thanks for my sweater, man. I appreciate it, man. Thank you. Appreciate the kind words, my guy. Kara Poole says, oh, God, don't let me walk in on Dream Team talk. Kara, don't worry. I do not consider this a dream team at all. I am not one of those people jumping off a cliff. Do not get it twisted. This is not a dream team. This is more so, if anything, man, this is a redeem team. The Eagles need to redeem themselves, from that dream team fiasco. I can't believe we allowed that. I can't believe we allowed that to even happen. First of all, those guys that they even called a dream team, when you think about it in hindsight, those guys weren't spectacular. Now, Babin did have 18 sacks. I will give him that. He had 18 sacks. That's pretty intense. Weezy says, I'm ready to end this damn losing streak against the Cowboys. Me too, man. I'm ready too. I'm so ready. I'm so ready, man. Like, it's going to be so important for Jalen Hurts to ball out. Michi says, sad thing, people underestimate Jalen Hurts. I think he makes a huge leap. And you know what? I think he makes a huge leap too. But will it be enough for Howie Roseman? And again, Howie Roseman loves to pay guys early. If Jalen Hurts is what's stopping Howie Roseman from saying, hey, Jalen, man, we love what you're doing. We would love to give you a 4-year extension, a 3-year extension worth worth 60 million, like 20 million a year, 35 million like 20 million a year, with 35 million guaranteed. You know what I'm saying? Like what's stopping him? You know, if Jalen Hurts can be everything we want him to be, the sky is really only the view. It's really only the view. Weezy says, I rock with Booby, but he gotta stay healthy. He gotta stay healthy, man. He has to stay healthy. His health is gonna be everything. And that's why I think it won't be totally out of the realm of possibility if Howie Roseman decides to pay him a little early. You dig what I'm saying? But I got some other things I want to talk to you guys about as well. Kara Poole says Dream Team was all egos in my opinion. I don't really see people with egos here. I absolutely agree with you. There are no egos on this team right now. Absolutely none. There are no egos on this team. I really feel that. I love Weed says go Cowboys. Listen, this is a safe space for everybody, right? So even if you are a Cowboys fan, you coming in just to troll, hey, we welcome all that because the Eagles fans gonna hold it down. We ain't worried about y'all. Exactly. Weezy know what's up. Mims, my guy, he says, have you ever thought that Miles gets in his feelings about our other running backs? If so, should we trust him like Hurts? People say Hurts got to do this and do that. Well, Miles got to score. Interesting point, Ivan. Ivan, you do a pretty good job at bringing up these talking points. Does Miles Sanders have a jealous streak against his running mates? Is it possible for Miles Sanders? Well, it's very possible. But is Miles Sanders on the hot seat because of guys like Kenny Gainwell and Boston Scott? It's something to consider. It's something to think about. Is Miles Sanders on the hot seat? And does Kenny Gainwell and Boston Scott put pressure on Miles Sanders? That's interesting. I will never forget that game. I don't know if it was the Saints game or whatever, but he kept running out of bounds trying to get more yards. And he got pulled out of the game. And they put Kenny Gainwell in, or was it Boston Scott? I can't remember. But they pulled him up because he kept running out of bounds, trying to get more yards. That's selfish. That's selfish. And that was the most selfish I've seen that was the most selfish I've seen Miles Sanders play. I've never seen him play that selfish before. So, Ivan, you may be onto something. You might be onto something. My man, running back Philly, DJ Eastwood, my guy, my brother. I appreciate you, my man. Tone grind and pay the man. I appreciate that. I appreciate that, my guy. Look, man, hopefully, hey, listen, if we still on for tomorrow, Tuesday at 9 p.m., right? Let me know. You already know I'm with it. Tuesday, 9 p.m. The 4-point play with DJ Eastwood, yours truly, Tone DeShields II, the Big Steppers, Jay the Bull, Uncle Dove. Y'all know how we get down. So make sure y'all tune into that every Tuesday at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. The 4-point play on the Running Back Philly podcast. And also going to be multi-streaming on Chalk It Up Sports as well. Really appreciate the love and support from you guys. South Tech says, we them boys. Okay, yeah, y'all them girls. Y'all them girls. What's up, South Texas? Welcome to the show, my man. EC1 says we're going to be in the conversation for Super Bowl. I'm not worried one bit. I don't think anyone scares me on the schedule. I agree with you, EC1. No one scares me either. The schedule is very winnable. I'm not scared of the Saints. Even though they got some offensive weaponry, but we got the cornerbacks. To match up. I'm not scared of the Saints. I'm not scared of the Cardinals at all. I'm not scared of the Cowboys. I'm just not. I'm not scared of the Vikings. I'm not scared of anybody on this schedule. I'm not even scared of Green Bay. I'm not even scared of Green Bay for the simple fact that they can't even beat the San Francisco 49ers like on their home field. They couldn't, it's just the last time we saw the Packers play, they couldn't even score a damn touchdown. Couldn't even put up a field goal. So I'm not worried about Green Bay. Devonta Adams is not there anymore. That's a lot of production they're going to be missing. A lot of people are trying to act like Aaron Rodgers can just mask all these deficiencies on the offensive end. Yes, he's talented. He's one of the best to ever do it. But you missing about 150 targets Who's going to pick up that slack? Sammy Watkins? I don't know. South Tech says the only Eagles are coming from the Eagles fan. Hey, listen, y'all know Eagles live in Dallas. That's the reason why y'all ain't won in 25 plus years. Eagles live in Dallas. Jerry Jones will always be a downfall. Until Jerry Jones kick the bucket, y'all will never win another Super Bowl. Never. Until that man kicks the bucket, y'all will never, ever sniff another Super Bowl. I put that on guard. Running back Philly says Cowboys won the on-paper Super Bowl every season. That's a fact, bro. They think they gotta think they gotta figure it out every single year. We Super Bowl contenders now. We got the answers now, but y'all keep failing the damn tests. How y'all claim to have the answers, but y'all keep failing the damn test? I don't understand, man. I don't get it. Mega Bird says cow turds welcome. That's hilarious, man. It's getting spicy today. I love it. I love Weed says y'all winning on paper too. Hey, listen, I'm not gonna argue. This season, this all season, we're crushing it, right? And it's a lot of speculation because of what we have on paper. But here's the thing: all of our pieces fit. All of our pieces fit perfectly. All of our pieces do exactly what we needed to do. All of our pieces are young guys with proven production that are just entering their primes. And you got a good combination of veteran leadership with a James Bradberry and Hassan Reddick. You dig what I'm saying? Like, there's so much left on the table for this roster. There's so much left on the table. The biggest question mark for the Eagles is the safety position and Jalen Hurts. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I think Jalen Hurts is going to take his game to another level. It's just a matter of it being enough for Howie Roseman. So yes, we've done a lot on paper. We look good on paper, and yes, we still have to put it together on the field. Yes, we still got to smack y'all up. I get that. But patience is a virtue. The booty whooping is coming soon. The A whooping is coming soon. Don't worry, Olive Weed. Be patient. We're going to kick your behind soon. It's coming shortly. Don't worry. It's coming shortly. Ryan Rose says Kennedy Brooks has great running back potential. You're right, man. He does. I heard nothing but great things about him. Kara Poole says, I know Kenny G personally, and him and Miles are very good friends. Oh, okay, cool. That's great. Good. I'm glad to hear that, Kara, because I don't want guys being jealous of other guys. I want guys to help each other. I really want that. South Tech says running back, we underdogs this year. We got our dog. No. Don't do that. South Tex, don't do that. You ain't slick, South Tex. I see what you're trying to do. You're trying to hedge your bet right now. South Tex, we on to you. We're paying attention to what you're doing right now. We're not going to let you hedge your bet in this live chat, South Tex. You was talking spicy about your Cowboys being them boys. Y'all them boys. Stay them boys. Y'all don't be dogs now. Y'all them boys, okay? Weezy says Booby didn't score a single damn touchdown. That's not good for contract talks. Then he got benched for running out of bounds. Very good point. It's not good with contract talks at all. He got a lot to respond to for sure. Rock the Artist says this is a do or die for Miles Sanders. Big facts. Mims. All right, I love weed. Talk to you later, my guy. You're welcome back anytime, my man. Rock the Artist says Jerry Jones thinking about selling the team. Y'all funny, man. But look, I want to talk to you guys about A.J. Brown, man. Like, there are going to be so many different ways to use this guy. And I was looking up his tape, and I feel like the sky is the limit for A.J. Brown because of what he brings to the table from a physical perspective with his speed. His hands are like glue. Like glue. Like, I'm so curious to see A.J. Brown in red zone situations, in those quick slant situations, those tight end style screens. You know, like we used to run J.J. Arthur-Whiteside in these screens. He'll go up like he's gonna block, and then he'll come off and take the screen. I want to see A.J. Brown I want to see AJ Brown in those kind of plays, in those bubble screen plays, man. Fake like he's blocking, and he goes off the screen, becomes a pass catcher and takes the house. I want to see that, go routes. Like the options are truly endless with AJ Brown. What do you guys like? What are you guys most looking forward to when it comes to AJ Brown? Are you guys looking forward to seeing AJ Brown in screenplays? You know, are you guys interested in seeing AJ Brown, run the out routes on the sidelines? Are you guys interested in seeing AJ Brown run those go routes and beat guys deep on the jump on the 50-50 balls? Are you guys interested in seeing, AJ Brown in the red zone, the quick slant game, the RPO game? What are y'all thoughts on AJ Brown, and what are you guys most excited to see him do? Because it's going to be a crazy combination with these guys, man. Ivan says nobody on the schedule has me nervous. Yes, it will be a game. We lose and ask how the hell that happened, but I feel we can beat everyone. Absolutely, that's a very good point. There's always going to be those games where you underperform or a team just shows up on any given Sunday. It happens, right? Every team, even the best of teams, lose games they should win, and even teams win games they shouldn't even come close to even winning. Some teams win games they should lose. So it happens all the time. It's a part of the game. But I'm looking forward to us being competitive. Like I'm gonna be honest with you. Every game this year, I'm entering with the thought that we can beat that team. We can beat the brakes off that team. South Texas, the only reason we play the game is to get the bowl. Of course, that's expectation. Of course, that's everyone's expectation, South Texas. But y'all never gonna get it. As long as the Joneses own that franchise, it's finito. EC1 says, I'm watching you while working, listening when working, keeping up great work. You get me hyped, Tone. Oh, word, EC1. Listen, EC1, my guy. That's what I'm here for, man. I'm here to take care of you, my guy, while you working. I'm here to make sure you guys understand that your Philadelphia Eagles are trending in the right direction. Think about it. Jalen Hurts. Look. We mentioned all these things about the Philadelphia Eagles, right? AJ Brown being dynamic, Devonta Smith being dynamic, Quez Watkins being that barn burner that could take the top off the defense, Dallas Goedert, who is a physical specimen, who is a wrecking ball. Then you got Miles Sanders, Kenny Gainwell, Boston Scott. You dig what I'm saying? You got the number one rushing offense. You got the number one offensive line in football. And then on top of all those things I mentioned, teams still have to worry about Jalen Hurts running with the football. They are terrified and they don't want to admit it. EC1, don't you hear what I'm saying, bro? After all that firepower I mentioned, they still have to account for Jalen Hurts running off with the football. If this team isn't dangerous, I don't know what is. Now, look, we need Jalen Hurts to take his game to another level. Absolutely, as a passer, that's going to happen. Will it be enough? That remains to be seen. But he took this team to the playoffs, went 9-8 as a team, went 8-7 as the starting quarterback, has an above 500 record as a starting quarterback in the NFL. Took his team to the playoff in his first year starting with the talent he had or lack thereof, and then all you did was add. You didn't really lose anything. All you did was add and get better. Come on now. Come on. Like what could go wrong for the Eagles? And I'm going to tell you what can go wrong. There's only 3 things that I'm concerned about with the Philadelphia Eagles. That's health, coaching, and how good Jalen Hurts can be. He's not going to get worse. He's only going to get better. So when you think about it from that perspective, the sky is only the view. The coaching staff has to get it done. Nick Sirianni and Shane Steichen and Kevin Patullo, Brian Johnson on the offensive side of the ball have to get it done. Jonathan Gannon on the defensive side of the ball has to get it done. Tracy Rocker, Nick Rallis, all those guys have to get it done on the defensive side of the ball. I'm not worried about Jeff Stoutland. He's going to have these guys prepared. But this Philadelphia Eagles team is arguably the most dangerous, the most potent, the most talented that it's ever been in the past 20 years. This is arguably the most talented Philadelphia Eagles team that we've had in the past 20 years. Is that fair to say? Backyard Bird says if Hurts plays the same as he did last year, we go to the NFC Conference game. Rager dropping passes and being and being forced the ball not happening this year. Great point, Backyard Birds. Jalen Rager. Now, don't get it twisted. There are going to be moments where Nick Sirianni tries to draw something up for Jalen Rager because he's not going to draw that much attention and he's going to be wide open. But will Jalen Rager get it done? It remains to be seen. This is actually a very big opportunity for Jalen Rager. So much attention is being diverted away from him. Defenses are going to be keying on AJ Brown. They're going to be trying to key on Devonta Smith. They're going to try to key on Dallas Goedert. They're going to try to key on Miles Sanders. They're going to try to key on Quez Watkins' speed. They're going to try to key in on Jalen Hurts' ability to run. But they're going to forget about Jalen Rager. And Jalen Rager has to get opportunities. So I think what they need to do, get him going in shorter routes. Don't allow his route tree to get too extensive. Allow him to run crossing routes, drag routes, out routes, quick slants. Keep it fairly simple for him. Screens. Allow him to get open in space, and we'll see if Jalen Rager can take advantage of the lack of attention being placed on him this season. Taylor Walker Devon, my man, what's going on? He says Jeremy Fowler reported the Eagles were interested in Foles before he signed with the Colts. Does that mean they're shopping Minshew? Very interesting. Now, I don't think Nick Foles will ever come back to the Eagles. I don't think he's interested in coming back. I think that chapter of his life is closed, and I think we need to close it as well. Let's be totally honest about this. If we bring Nick Foles back, that's going to open up another can of worms for this team that we don't really need. That's just the reality. But I think Minshew was always on the table. I think Minshew was always available. It's just a matter for the right price. But even if Jalen Hurts gets hurt this season, right, you still got Gardner Minshew. I don't think the Eagles would be smart to trade Minshew right now. South Tech says, I hope y'all beat us this year. It gets old whooping y'all. South Texas talking spicy. I love it, though, man. Keep hitting that. Make sure you guys smash that like button as well. Really appreciate all the love support. It means a lot. It means a lot to me, you guys. You guys keep smashing that like button. We got 18 likes, but we got 26 people on the live stream. Make sure you guys smash that like button on the way in. Make sure you smash it on the way out. Really appreciate you guys. Backyard Bird says Hurts would have had 4,000 passing yards and 27 touchdowns if those passes weren't dropped and taking TDs back. Hey, you're on to something, man. If none of those things happen, you're right. Jalen Hurts probably would have close to 4,000 yards, probably would have close to 27 touchdowns. You're absolutely right. It's very possible. But we can't keep thinking about that. It is what it is. Guys got to do their jobs this year. We got more talent this year. Guys are going to catch the ball this year. Trust me, Backyard Birds. We're not going to see that many drops this year. Best believe that. Too much accountability. Too much talent. Victor Johnson says the pieces we have a championship mindset. From our older roster winning the Super Bowl in 2017 to those winning championships in college. Absolutely. That's an underrated point, Victor. There's championship pedigree permeating all throughout this roster. From the younger guys, coming from UGA winning national championships, Devonta Smith winning the national championship with Alabama, Jalen Hurts winning the national championship with Alabama. Then you got, the older guys, Jason Kelsey, Fletcher Cox, Brandon Graham, that are championship guys. You dig what I'm saying? Lane Johnson. You dig what I'm saying? Isaac Samalu. You dig what I'm saying? There's a lot of talent on this team. So, and a lot of championship pedigree, a lot of championship winning mindset. This roster is filled with winners, guys who want to win, and guys who know how to win, guys who know what it takes to win, guys who knows how to lead, and that matters. That can't be underrated, can't be understated. Rock the Irish, you should be, man. You should. Kara Poole says, imagine trying to pull off the dog mask rent free. Listen, they hate us because they ain't us, but they want to be us. Ain't that crazy? Ain't that crazy? They hate us because they ain't us, but they want to be us. Weezy says Jalen had plenty of TDs called back. You're absolutely right, man. You're right. So many. Weezy, I know you don't like Rager. I get it. I'm not a Rager fan either. I get it. But think about it. He still has speed. He still has a strong body. If he gets open in space, hey, you never know what may happen, man. And also what that can do, if he gets opportunities, that can up his trade stock. We can trade him before the trade deadline, you guys. Think about it. He'll be out of our hair. Slasher says, South Tex, you can't beat that claim off one starting season. Stop it. You can't beat. I get what you're saying now. I get it. Weezy says, I don't give a damn who's running on paper because it's all going to come together when they hit the field this season. Just watch. We're going to cook this season. I agree, man. I think we're going to cook. South Tex says, on the real, if y'all trade for Baker or Jimmy G, I'll take y'all more seriously. They could actually get the ball to y'all. You okay now? South Tex. Now I know you're trolling. You want to know why? Because Baker Mayfield sucks. Baker Mayfield cannot get the ball to his wide receivers. Why do you think ODB or OBJ, excuse me, and why do you think Jarvis Landry wanted out? He can't get the ball to his guys. Why do you think the Cleveland Browns brought in Deshaun Watson? Because Baker Mayfield can't get the ball to his guys. Keep it real, bro. Jimmy G can't stay healthy. Jimmy G is on the market, and Jimmy G is an above-average quarterback. He is. But he was the weakest link on the San Francisco 49ers. So let's call it a spade a spade. He was the weakest link. And if he was remotely better, remotely more consistent, they go to the Super Bowl. Sorry. But, you know, to even first of all, I'll take Jalen Hurts over Baker Mayfield any day of the week. I'm sorry. I'm taking Jalen Hurts over Baker Mayfield every day of the week. Every day. Slasher said AJ Brown just needs to do what he's been doing. He's a physical catcher and gets you yards after the catch. He also needs to split the field so Devonta can get over more. And that's when the coaching comes, and it's going to be really important for the coaching staff to do their jobs on this one. It's going to be really important. And I love how people keep saying Jalen Hurts hit his ceiling when he's only 24 years old. Like he's 23, 24 years old, right? How old is Jalen Hurts? Somebody tell me right now. Like, Jalen Hurts was 23. Jalen Hurts is 23. He'll be 24 on August 7th. Jalen Hurts is nowhere near his ceiling. Nowhere near his ceiling. Let's just call it what it is. Stop it. Like you ain't gotta hate. Like your hate don't gotta be this bad. It don't. Make sure you guys smash that like button, you guys. But look, I want to talk to you guys about another interesting thing about the offense, man. I talked about AJ Brown, right? But Quez Watkins is the wild card. Quez Watkins' development truly is the wild card. He's the Joker. Because if Quez Watkins develops the way we would anticipate, Quez Watkins can fully unlock this Eagles passing attack. Let's think about it. If Quez Watkins takes his game to another level, if Quez Watkins can be consistent and be reliable, have hands of glue, can be that game breaker for us, he will completely unlock this Eagles passing attack. If Quez Watkins can become a threat on the offensive side of the ball on a regular basis, it changes everything. Speed kills, and speed opens things up. Remember, Quez Watkins was able to put up 647 receiving yards and 1 touchdown with limited opportunities. Quez Watkins only had 40 catches, like 45 catches on 60 targets, something like that. Like, he didn't have too many opportunities to get it done. But you put him on this team with AJ Brown, Devonta Smith, Dallas Goedert, they're going to take so much attention away from him. He's going to be wide open all day. All he got to do is catch the ball. That's all he got to do. And all Jalen Hurts got to do is deliver the rock. That's all he got to do. Just throw it deep and let him catch it. I would love to see Quez Watkins run a flat, run a crossing route or a drag route in space. Oh my God, it's going to be insane. It's going to be ridiculous. There's not enough talent on the opponent's side of the ball to keep up with so much talent at the wide receiver position. It's going to be spooky. And on top of that, Quez Watkins was averaging 15 yards a reception. 15 yards per reception. I think Devonta Smith was averaging about 13, 14 yards per reception, something like that. Those guys move the chains. AJ Brown, a guy who was averaging nearly 20 yards of reception at one point, I think he was averaging about maybe 14, 15 yards of reception, 16 yards of reception this past season. You know what I'm saying? We have guys that can move the chains. We have guys that are fully capable of cooking. It's going to be spooky, man. It's going to be spooky. And then you think about Devonta Smith going up against number 2 cornerbacks all season long. Come on, man. It's going to be crazy. It's going to be crazy. Slasher says, Dak 7 seasons in the league, top 6 highest paid quarterback, and hasn't even touched the NFC title game. That is a disappointment. Make sure you guys smash that like button. I really appreciate all the love and support. But you bring up a good point. You bring up a very good point, Weezy. Oh, I'm sorry, Slasher. Excuse me. You bring up a very good point. Dak has been in the NFL for 7 seasons. He's had a top 5 offense damn near every single season. Top 3, arguably. Led the league in yards and scoring and all that kind of stuff. And still only won one singular playoff game. That's a disappointment. It is. And no Cowboys fan is going to ever try to confuse me or convince me otherwise. It's a disappointment. You guys are disappointments. Period. You guys haven't been relevant or good, rather, because you're Cowboys. The Cowboys will always be relevant. Jerry Jones got that money popping. So he's going to always, you guys are always going to be relevant, but not for the right reasons. Never for the right reasons. Ain't Jerry Jones somewhere trying to figure out if he got a stepchild or he got a baby that he hid in the closet or something? Like, ain't Jerry Jones fighting baby mama drama right now? Come on, man. Stop it. I ain't trying to hear nothing y'all saying about these Cowboys. Y'all always in the news for the wrong reasons. Y'all can't get out your own way. Y'all stay smoking weed in the locker room. You dig what I'm saying? Y'all stay paying guys these big contracts and then y'all regret them a year or two later. Y'all all bark and no bite. All spark and no flame. All talk and no pizzazz. You know what I'm saying? You guys are major disappointments. You guys are failures. You guys haven't been good since the Jimmy Johnson era. And Jimmy Johnson took his talent and left with him. Let's keep it real. Let's keep it real. Let's keep it trill, y'all. Look, let's just keep it all the way real. Let's keep it real. Come on, man. Come on. Look, my Philadelphia Eagles, we got 1 Super Bowl. Okay. All right. I'll wear that. Y'all got what, 4 or 5 Super Bowls, something like that? I think y'all got 2 in the Tom Landry era. Then y'all got 3 with Jimmy Johnson, or was it the other way around? Y'all got 3 with the Tom Landry era, and then you got 2 with Jimmy Johnson. Whatever. Or is it 2 with Tom Landry, 2 with Jimmy Johnson, one with Parcells? I don't know. I don't care. That's all right though. You want to know why? Because y'all not winning another one. Y'all not. Y'all just not. It's over for y'all. That's cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, the past 20 years, the past 22 years, where have y'all been? Where have y'all been? You dig what I'm saying? Like, the highlight of y'all 21st century is Tony Romo. Come on, man. Come on. Stop it. Like them dusty ass rings, diamonds falling out of them and all that. You can't even get them appraised. Those popcorn bubblegum rings. You dig what I'm saying? You see, I would have much more respect for y'all rings if y'all was able to replicate it. But y'all couldn't get it. Y'all couldn't replicate it outside of Jimmy Johnson. Look, Jerry Jones is cursed. He cut his nose despite his face, and y'all will never, ever, ever sniff another Super Bowl as long as Jerry Jones is in that organization. That is the fact. That is a fact. Jerry Jones cut his nose despite his face. He cut his nose. It's over for y'all. How old? But South Tech, how old are you? Real quick, y'all. Rafael Rivera, what's going on? South Tech, how old are you? I need to know. South Tex, how old are you right now? We need to know. How old are you, South Tex? Don't run. How old are you? How old are you, South Tex? Talk to us right now. How old are you, South Texas? What's going on, Raphael? My God, welcome to the stream. We got 19 people here. Make sure you guys smash that like button on the way in, and make sure you guys smash it on the way out. I really appreciate all the love and support, man. You guys are amazing. Really appreciate all the love. South Texas 39, dog. All right, South Texas. All right, South Texas, I give you that. You 39. I give it to you, bro. I was about to grill you, South Texas. I ain't gonna lie. I was about to grill you, South Texas. I ain't gonna hold you. I got a lot of love for you now. South Texas, I got a lot of love for you now, bro. I respect it. I respect it. You experienced that, right? Listen, I gotta respect it, right? You was able to experience it. I can't take that from you. I gotta respect it. I gotta respect South Texas. You've been there. You've seen it. I gotta respect it. I gotta respect it. So wait, like that would make you 39, 22 years. So that would mean you was 17 in the year 2000. So okay, yeah, you old enough to know. You was old enough to know what's up with that. Okay, all right, all right, South Texas. I give you that. I give it to you. Shout out to South Texas, man. Y'all, he holding it down. Look, we got to give him credit. He holding it down in this joint. He holding it down. I haven't said I'm 45. Listen, at the end of the day, right? I don't care how old y'all is. At the end of the day, look, I'm 27. I don't care how old y'all is. At the end of the day, this is a safe space for all football fans. We're going to continue to talk trash, healthily, of course. We're going to continue to hold each other accountable. And I love it. At the end of the day, we all want to smoke with everybody. And that's what I love about this game, man. Everybody talking trash, and I love it. I love it. Kara Poole says, so you're 40 and arguing with people online, bro, go take your ibuprofen. Oh, y'all got to chill. Y'all got to chill, man. It's not nice. Y'all got to chill, man. Like, y'all got to chill. Y'all got to chill, man. South Texas holding it down. I got to respect it. He holding it down. But, man, look. I love this kind of stuff, man. I love the banter. I love that we're going back and forth. But look, you guys, Devonta Smith, that kid, he about to go for over 1,000 this year. Believe it. South Texas says, leave it to the Eagles fans to take personal attacks. It's all good, South Texas. It's all love, bro. Trust me, I got you. I got you, South Texas. It's all love. I'm going to hold you. It's all love. It's all love. Oh, man. It's all love. Chris R. says Cowboys fans are either too old to be spamming emojis, which is all they do, or too young to know what football was like when they won. Damn, that's crazy. But look, y'all, Devonta Smith, right? He's going to be going up against cornerback twos all year. He won't, like, Devonta won't. Devonta, y'all distracted me in this live chat. Y'all are funny as hell. Kara, be nice, okay? Be nice, Kara. Devonta won't see a regular double team at all. Devonta Smith will not see a double team. If they try, they're going to get cooked. Like, think about it. Because of A.J. Brown's presence, Devonta Smith is not going to have to worry about double teams nowhere near as much as he had to in his rookie season. And that's just the reality. Like, he put up 916 yards, and he was being double teamed every single week. 916 yards, 5 touchdowns, being double teamed every week. I think that's pretty good if you ask me. That's pretty good if you ask me. Make sure you guys continue to smash that like button. If you guys are new to my channel, hit that subscribe button, man. I really appreciate all the love and support. Also, hit that notification bell. Next to the subscription button, there's a notification bell, and it allows you guys to be made fully aware when I go live. So make sure you guys are locked in on Chalk It Up Sports Daily, Monday through Friday at 1 p.m. Eastern time. I really appreciate the love, man. You guys are consistent. We got 21 people in the live chat. It's great. I love it, man. Kara says, if you take it personally, I feel for you. I'm 30 and I took some ibuprofen this morning. So I'm texting, nobody take it personal. And I feel great. I work out every day. I don't feel my age. I ain't dead yet. Yo, I love y'all, man. Truly. Like, I look forward to these conversations every single day because y'all remind me that, you can always talk trash in football, but it's all love at the end of the day. And we all come from similar backgrounds. We all trying to take care of ourselves. We all trying to live long lives. And it's fun. It's all banter at the end of the day, right? So nobody should take nothing personal. Nobody should be going at nobody family in here. We don't do none of that racist talk. We don't do none of that prejudice talk. We don't do none of that crazy stuff in here. This is a safe space for everybody. We're gonna spread love unconditionally, but we're gonna still talk trash about these Cowboys and these Giants and these Commanders because we're putting them on the grill this year. You dig? Ivan Mim says, I'm going on the record to say JJ will score week 1. I'm putting a stamp on it. I can see something like that happen. You talking about JJ Arthega-Whiteside? You talking about Arthega-Whiteside? Arthega-Whiteside, Ivan? Is that who you're talking about? Is that who you're talking about? Kara says, I don't know South Tex personally, but if he can defend his team after 26 years of mediocrity, I gotta respect it, but I'm still going to be me. Y'all are funny as hell, man. You guys are the best. Truly, truly the best. But we got a few more minutes left in the live stream. This is a big year for everybody involved, right? Let's make this thing come full circle. This is a big year for everybody involved. And the Philadelphia Eagles arguably have all the talent they need to compete for at least an NFC championship. They do. They have all the talent they can ever desire at all levels of the ball. Linebacker, defensive line, the D back room. The kicker is great. Wide receiver, tight end, offensive line, running back room was the number 1 rushing offense in the NFL when you think about Jalen Hurts' skill set as well. And then Jalen Hurts, there's a lot riding on him this year. It's a lot. And it's not just him. The coaching staff has to put it together. The coaching staff has to put this team in positions to succeed. They have to be creative and get these guys in space. They have to. They have to scheme these guys open. Now, we have talent at A.J. Brown and Devonta Smith that they can get open on their own. You ain't got to scheme them open. They're going to get open. Quez Watkins is going to get open because they get open. Dallas Goedert is going to get open because those guys are open. Any given Sunday, any given player can go for over 150 yards receiving, 2 touchdowns, right? There's that much talent on this team. The Eagles can really go for it. And everyone is very capable of getting wide open, like I said, on any given play. Hurts just can't drop the ball on this. Hurts can't screw this up. Nick Sirianni, Shane Steichen, their creativity must reign supreme. Kevin Patullo, their creativity must reign supreme. They can't afford to drop the ball this year. Listen, this team went 9-8 with a slightly harder schedule last season, with a weaker roster, had the number 1 rushing offense, and the quarterback also has another year under his belt. Come on, man. The Philadelphia Eagles are clearly positioned to be one of the better teams in the NFC East, in the NFC. You dig what I'm saying? What's my man's name? Peter King from NBC Sports. He's considering the Philadelphia Eagles right now on paper. He's considering them to be a top 10 football team. Dan Sileo from the National Football Show. He has the Philadelphia Eagles winning the NFC. Now, sure, that's a tall order. That's high praise, right? But at the end of the day, people aren't blind. They see what the Philadelphia Eagles are building. They see it. They see it. They see that the pieces fit. They see that they have the number 1 rushing offense. They see that they have the best offensive line in football. They see that they have arguably one of the better defensive lines in football. They see that they have one of the best cornerback trios in football. They see it. They see it. So best believe there is something for you guys to be excited about. Don't let anyone tell you different. You have something to be excited about. And it's okay to talk your trash. but we have to put it together. There's pressure on the coaching staff. There's pressure on this medical staff to make sure guys get through healthy. There's pressure on Jalen Hurts to get it done and to progress well enough as a passer so he can be the quarterback of not only the now, but also the future. And I appreciate all the love and support you guys have provided to the Philadelphia Eagles. But most importantly, I appreciate all the love and all the love and support you guys have provided to me as a content creator. I'm your humble host, Tone DeShields II from Chalk It Up Sports, where no matter if we win or if we lose, we just got churches to the game. Make sure you tune in to Chalk It Up Sports daily, Monday through Friday at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. One love, stay humble, stay healthy, and most importantly, stay hungry. And fly Eagles fly.